I've loaded up the bike, going on a little trip. I'm going camping, but I got a few stops to make before we actually get there. It's gonna be an all-day ride. Here, let me turn you around real quick. So I'm stopped at this park right now. It's a beautiful park. I can't remember the name of it, but anyway, it's a city park. It's got all kinds of stuff. Your typical, you know, basketball courts and all that. And it's got a walking trail. My brain won't work for some reason. I don't know what's wrong. It has walking trails, and yeah, it's just a typical park. But I'm over here by this beautiful lake. I don't know if you can hear it. Can you hear them cicadas? They're just droning. I mean, it's deafening. I don't know if the microphone's picking it up. Well, actually, I'm using my phone right now, but I don't know if you can hear that. It's just, I mean, it's just a drone, just a steady hum. And it's pretty cool in a way, but it's also irritating at night when you're trying to sleep. But anyway, I'm gonna hang out here for a second. Got a pretty long ride today. I'm going to a spot to camp. I've camped here before, but it's been, I can't remember last time I was there. But anyway, that doesn't matter. It's a long ways off. I'm about halfway there, but I got a couple stops I got to make today. Hang out with some people, and you know, since I'm in the area, I might as well stop and see a few folks. And then sometime this afternoon, we'll get over there to the camping spot. It's by a lake, and all the spots are pretty decent, but it has one that's really good, and I'm hoping it's not taken. But with this being a weekend, I guarantee somebody's got it with this nice weather we're having. It was supposed to rain all day today. I know, I got you staring at that lake. I like the lake. But yeah, it was supposed to rain today, and it hasn't rained yet. I think there's a 40% chance tonight, but once I get camp set up, that won't matter. But yeah, that's the plan. So get back on the road here in a minute and head to my next destination. And I think after that stop, well, I need to stop somewhere and get some water. And then after that stop, we're going to the campsite. So more likely I'll see you at the campground or camping spot, whatever. It ain't a campground, but I'll just see you there. Good grief. All right, we made it to the campsite. It is extremely loud here. Not the other campers, the locusts, cicadas, whatever you call them. I can't even think, it's so loud. Let me turn you around. It's pretty busy, like I figured it would be. The spot I wanted was way over there on that side of the lake, but it's full. So I'm gonna take this spot here. Actually, it's the only one available. This is my spot I'm getting. I'm telling you folks, my brain is just vibrating with them cicadas. I can't even think. But I'm gonna look around here for a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and stay here. Even though it is super full, super busy, I'm gonna go ahead and stay here because I don't know anything any closer within 50 miles or so, so we're gonna make this work. It's just, again, you know, it's just an overnight stay, so it's not that big of a deal. So let me quit yapping, get camp set up, and I'll see you in a little bit. Alright guys, there's been a change of plans. As you can see, I'm in a different location. Well, that last spot I was in, I hadn't been in it or been to it in a long time. Of course, somebody trashed the place. I haven't been to this one in a long time either. But anyway, I haven't been to that other one in a long time. And that place is destroyed. It used to be a beautiful place, clean and quiet. And of course, you know, yahoos got destroyed. They piles of trash everywhere. The wood's full of trash. Soda cans and stuff floating in the lake. And the people that was there, you know, while I was there, was loud. And you can tell they were already drunk. You know, screaming, acting stupid and everything. Kids are throwing rocks up in the air, which, you know, kids are kids. I'm not picking on them too much, but oh, lordy, lordy, a huge hornet just flew by me. Me no like that at all. But anyway, let me keep my eye on him, make sure he ain't going to the nest. I got sidetracked, that big old sucker made my hair stand up. Yeah, but kids are going to be kids. You can't fault them. But the parents should be more controlling, I guess you could say. I don't know. Because there was cars parked everywhere, and you've seen it. I think I showed it to you. Yeah, you can't be throwing rocks in a situation like that. Anyway, we ain't going to cry on that too long. I moved to this spot right here. It's just something quick. It's late in the day. I need to get set up. It's already 5:30 and I'm hungry. I haven't eaten. And this is going to have to do. Of course, as soon as I pull in here, I don't know if you can see. Do you see a red car? Look right there. You kind of see that red. As soon as I pull in here, that gum car, well, it followed me in, but it pulled in, turned around, just sitting there. So I don't know what that's all about. What did I see hanging in the tree? Oh, I'm an idiot. Brown leaves, dead leaves. But yeah, I'm getting super sidetracked. So it's late in the day. I'm taking this spot regardless. I'm gonna go ahead and set up. I'm gonna scatter around, see if I can find something a little bit cooler, but this is gonna be home. And once I get a spot and get set up, I'll bring you back. All right, I got camp set up. Got the tent. This time I brought a ground sheet, table and chair, and the bike's covered. It came just a little sprinkle shower. I wouldn't even call it a shower, just like a little sprinkle while I was setting up camp, and then the sun popped back up, and that made it miserable, muggy hot. Mosquitoes are out, and of course I didn't bring the bug zapper. I mean, why would I? Who would bring one of them? But I did. I always carry a tick and mosquito repellent in my saddlebag on my bike, so I do have a can of that. I try not to use that too much. I don't like spraying them chemicals on me, but I've got some, so we'll make do. My buddy's still sitting down there, Yahoo. I don't know. People are just weird. I don't understand people. I try I stay to myself. I just can't function in society because I don't understand why people do what they do. But anyway, next step, get my food bag over here by my table, get my stove out, and fix me something to eat. I am starving. All right, I got all my cooking stuff out. Brought this little, I got me some more gas, so I brought this little pocket rocket this time. Side note, my buddy left. So this is what we're going to use to cook tonight. Tonight's menu is going to be teriyaki noodles, and you always know I mix stuff with it, so I'm gonna cook the noodles, and then, oh man, I only brought one pan. How am I gonna do this? Well, I was gonna say I was gonna heat this up and then put the noodles in there. So I think I'll cook the noodles, and this is already pre-cooked. You pretty much just gotta heat it up. So I think I'll go ahead and cook the noodles, and then just pour this in there, and hopefully it'll heat up before the noodles get too overdone. But that's supper. First things first, you know, gotta make me a cup of coffee. So let me do that. Most of you already know this, but I've got several new subscribers this past week, so I'm gonna do a little repeat on what I say every single time anyway. At home or home base, I like pour over coffee or drip coffee. That's my favorite. But when I'm camping, I just use the old instant. I don't try to get fancy, and I certainly don't go to gas stations or, well, I was gonna say I don't go to Starbucks. Occasionally I do, very seldom, but occasionally I do. But normally when I'm camping, well, for one thing, there ain't no Starbucks out here, but I'll heat this cup of water. Believe it or not, this little cup holds 16 ounces. I like my coffee strong, so I'll put 2 little instant packs, 2 of these little creamer things. And I normally don't use sweetener, but for some reason tonight I'm just craving it, so I'm gonna put 3 sweeteners in there. And that's pretty much coffee. That's how we do it when we're camping. Man, the sun's going down fast. The mugginess is cooling off though. The temperature, I look, still 79 degrees, but humidity's dropped a little bit, which is really helping. I don't know how long I'll get to sit out tonight because the mosquitoes are rough. They are out. Which I got my spray. Repelled. Mainly I got it for ticks. Man, when I went out on the last trip, I was, get off me. Speaking of mosquitoes, one landing on my hand. I was covered up. My legs, I got 11 ticks off my legs. And I've got 4 big old spots on me now because they, I don't know, I guess where they bit me or something. I hate that. I didn't bring no shorts tonight. Let's go ahead and change subjects. So I guess I'll be sleeping in my pants. Forgot to bring my shorts. I always forget at least 2 things. But yeah, anyway, I don't really like spraying chemicals on me. It's not good for you. I mean, I can't pronounce these words right here, but there's no way that stuff is good for you. You know it leaches in your skin. But anyway, I've got this. I just sprayed the lower part of my pants and around my tent, you know, my little porch here. Tried to keep some of the ticks off. So that's that. The water's starting to boil on the old coffee, so I'm fixing to put it together and start my dinner. So yeah, that's pretty much all I'm doing right now. So I'll bring you back when I get my dinner done and let you see old slop I eat. My coffee's done. Got it sitting over here covered up so the critters don't get in it. About a mile, well, you gotta go about 2 miles out to get on the main road, main highway. And you go down about a mile. There's a paid campground down there. And they must be having a heck of a good time because I can hear music and people hooting and hollering. And of course, these old woods, you know, it carries sound pretty good. There's nothing else out here, but I just hope that don't go on all night. I can't wait till winter gets here. This place, all these campgrounds and all these national forests, I'm back in the national forest. Everybody just goes home and I got it all to myself and I love every minute of it. But anyway, the reason I brought you back, I was going to put the teriyaki noodles in here, cook them, and then put this in. But I got thinking, my little old pot, I don't think I'm gonna have enough room. So I don't know what to do. I'm considering doing teriyaki noodles and mixing in some creamy garlic pasta in there with it too. Now, why would I mix creamy garlic with teriyaki? Because it's the only 2 flavors I got. That's why. So yeah, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna let the noodles cook, see how much water goes away. And, you know, it may hold this can. Let me get off here and cook my noodles, and then we'll decide after that. Well, we had a complete failure. My noodles got done. Opened the can. I decided to go ahead and put that in there. I knew I shouldn't have done it. We're slowly pouring it in, so I was only going to put like half the can in. Of course, it all fell out at once. Splashed out and made a mess. I cleaned most of it up. There's some down there. I'll have every possum and raccoon in the woods over here tonight. I can't even stir it. I can't pour nothing out. So I'm gonna let it sit there just like that, and hopefully the hot noodles at the bottom I heated up some. If not, we're just gonna eat it cold. It actually ain't that bad cold. So, you know, it's not a total loss. And maybe if I just eat some of it and get it down to go down low, and I can throw it back on the heat. But that's supper. I'm gonna eat that, drink my coffee, sit here and enjoy dinner. I'll see you in a little bit. All right, got my supper ate. Yes, I done ate it all. Cleaned up my mess. Well, I didn't figure y'all want to see me eating, so I didn't show you. But I cleaned up my mess. Another side note, you see that right there? That's sand. I haven't unfolded this tarp since my Florida trip, so I brought sand back from Florida inside my tarp. So I'm gonna shake it off here in the morning. I guess these old woods are gonna have a little bit of Florida in it. But anyway, I'm gonna sit here and enjoy this cup of coffee. I actually made me another cup and drink my other one while I was eating. Made me another one. Oh, wowzer, she's hot. A little bit about my camp spot. I have to stay on the porch because I got my shoes off. Because I didn't bring my camp shoes. I forgot a bunch of stuff, folks. I can't help it. That's a shame somebody do that. It's everywhere I go. But okay, let's go to school. It's time for class. Why did I pick this spot? Well, when I came in, I got my coffee in my hand. Down that direction is a gravel road I came in on. And that's just a little trail where people have been driving up in here. Oh goodness, here comes the sneeze, I think. But anyway, it looks like it goes on down there and it stops. But if you notice, the terrain starts steeply going downhill. Same on that side. So, you know, I don't want to put my tent over there because it'd just be uncomfortable. Right there's the best spot, other than that, all that trash people's left. Idiots. Can't stand people like that. But anyway, right there would have been the best spot. Or possibly in between these two trees actually would be the best spot. Clean up some of them old scrubs there. And then you would have had 2 tile points there, 2 right beside you for your tarp. Speaking of which, I'm not going to put a tarp up tonight. Just going to put my rain fly on. There's a slight chance of a rain, but you know, I don't think it will. But if it does, it does. That's a pretty good rain fly. I've been in rain with it. It works great. But anyway, the point is, why didn't I take that spot if it's the best one? Because I had to get a drink of coffee. Because right back there, where you see all the white, the gravel road's just right over there, but we're kind of up on a hill. We're probably about 10 foot higher than that road. So if I put my tent right over there, everybody would have seen me. They would drive down that road and see me there. Even though I'm using what I call camouflage colors. Green tent, black tarp, you know, last video I told you about that. Gray trees, green leaves, brown ground. Even my porch, my tarp on the ground is brown. But that's not what we're talking about. If I'd set up over there, they still would have seen me, even though I'm using my colors. Same goes for over there. So I chose this spot. The ground does slope a little. It's not too bad till you get on the side of my bike and then it really drops off. It does slope a little bit here. This side is a tad bit higher than that side. So, you know, super fix. I'll just sleep with my head up on this end. No big deal. But it puts me down over the ridge of this hill to where when people drive by, they can't see me. They'll never know I'm here unless they come up that little path. There you go. Class dismissed. Side note, another side note number 12. You sure have seen the clip of the last camp I tried to stay at. And I actually haven't looked at that clip yet, but it probably did. But the cicadas and all them was just the noise, the cicadas. It was just insane, just droning. I mean, it was just in your ears and in between your eyes. I mean, my head was just rattling with it. It was so loud. If you notice here, you're not hearing that. Just hearing birds. Now I can hear a couple off in the distance, so cicadas. I mean, when I say a couple, I don't know, it may be 200, I don't know, but it's just barely can't hear them. But man, over that last place, it was just deafening. I don't even think I could have camped there even if it was a good spot. That would have drove me insane. But anyway, I think I'm gonna sit down in my little chair here, finish a second cup of coffee, and play on the old interwebs. Catch up on some of my YouTube channels. I got to catch up on Tim on Mo Bang for Your Bucks. I think I'm about 3 videos behind on him. I can't remember. I have to look at my list. I don't sit there and watch YouTube all day, every day. Now, if that's what you do, I'm not putting you down or nothing like that. It's just I'm busy doing other things or piddling around with the old bike or whatever, you know. I just, usually at night when I settle in for the night, it's when I turn the old YouTube on, and I'm one of the people that once my head touches the pillow, I'm out. So I don't even get 15 minutes of a video watched. But yeah, that's a long way of saying that's what I'm gonna do. Turn the old tube on and catch up on my people I follow and drink my coffee. So I'll see you a little bit later, unless something cool happens. I'll see you when I get ready for the bed. All right. Good morning, girls and guys and cats and dogs and mice and ants. Oh, goodness. Oh, me, oh my. Well, I did it again. I told you I was going to bring you back last night. Boy, I must have slept good. My tent and camp's destroyed. But I climbed in here. It started sprinkling just a little bit. Not really even a sprinkle, just a mist. So I climbed in the tent. I don't know. That's all I remember, folks. I laid my head down and I was out. Anyway, let me get woke up and get outside. I'll talk to you in a little bit. My brain ain't awake yet. Alrighty, folks. I'm up and out of the tent. It's time to start getting camp packed away. Looks like it's gonna be a beautiful day. The sun's shining. Hey. Alright. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Actually, I think I'm gonna make me a cup of coffee. I was gonna skip it this morning, get packed up and get on the road, but I just ain't got no motivation. Okay. That's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna make me a cup of coffee, sit here for a little bit longer, and then pack up and get on the road. So I'll see you folks here in a little bit. Okay, I almost got camp packed up. I've got a few more things to do. Still got to load the bike. I've just got everything put away. The hardest part is I got to take this tarp, fold it, and kind of clean it as I'm folding it because it goes on first. I put it right here on the back seat. Then the big bag goes on top of it. Then my pads and everything go on top of that. So yeah, it's kind of a challenge. Well, I shouldn't say it's a challenge. It's not that bad. It's just time consuming. Getting the old bike loaded back up. But it was a pretty peaceful night. I don't remember hearing nothing. I told you guys I was going to get in the tent and I'll see you later. I don't even remember laying down in the tent. I'm not joking. Which I was pretty tired yesterday. I rode hard, put in a lot of miles, more miles than what I was planning on doing, but because I had to switch camps, that added about 75 miles to the trip. So I was a little wore out when I got here in the heat. It's hot, humid, that kind of drains you a little bit too. But anyway, let me finish getting all this put together, strapped down on the bike, and then we're gonna get on the road. All right, we're loaded up, ready to ride. Camp's cleaned up, left no trash, unlike some people up there. Leave no trace, make it to where people can't even tell you've been there. Packed up, ready to hit the road. All right, we're gonna see you back at home base. All right, ladies and gents and kids and pets and dogs and cats and whatever, who else might be watching. We made it. Holy cow. Yes, I'm sidetracked again. That boat over there is smoking. We've made it back. One piece. Thank the good Lord in heaven. He kept us safe again. I'm back at the lake. Back home. Gotta get back to the cabin, get the bike unpacked, and think about what I'm gonna do next. But I'm gonna leave you with this one tip, folks. If you get a stinky helmet, get you a dryer sheet and put it inside your helmet whenever you're got it stored. Make it smell better. But all right, until I see you guys next time, I want to say hello to all my friends, my subscribers, my family. Say hello to the ones who secretly watch that thinks I don't know. No, I'm just being silly. I appreciate every one of you. Appreciate all my new subscribers. Get out and enjoy life. Life's short. You're not guaranteed tomorrow. Get out there and enjoy it. I'll see you next time. God bless you.